What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Black Blade Uchiha coming to you with another video on this game Black Deck. So we've been going over going over each faction, going over the top cards in the faction. Okay, and this is just gonna be my build up so we can look at the top 10 cards in the game. So as I'm doing this, I'm slowly compiling a list of cards that are the top cards in the game. And without further ado, let's get right into this Forest faction. I'm going to kick it off with Fungnor Elder Fungus. And the reason why I put him in the top is because of his Fungus Swarm ability. Summons a Fungus Folk with 35% max strength every 2 turns up to 2 times. And can be booked up to 75% in every turn, which is nuts. And then it buffs all other Fungus Folk allies by 30% of this card's max strength. It can be booked up to 50%. So if you got the books to book this card out, he's definitely worth putting the books in. Alright, and the next one works hand in hand with him, and this is the part. The Fungus Folk allies deal damage to a random enemy by 25% of this card's their strength when they die, and can be booked up to 45%. It's like a mini bomb set, if you will, and built into this card's ability. So Fungus Folk, stack that with some poison. So it's like, alright, I'm gonna poison you, and then on top of that, I'm gonna bomb you when you kill me, and you're losing quite quickly. And then it also has a bomb ability for herself when she dies, and can be booked up to 60%. So, and it has a poison ability of her own. So those are 2 cards that I believe are top in this faction. Another card would be Fairy. Fairy is the healer in this faction, and it's a generic healer. You can get her in the Forge. And her healing ability heals all other allies if booked up is 60% in every turn, which is ridiculous. Right? Her base is 1900, so you can get her pretty strong if you do it right. And then she has another healing ability, so when she dies, she heals the entire squad up to 35% of her max strength when she dies. So very, very, very strong healer. It just takes quite a bit of books to book her there. It takes 18 books. So if you got the book, go for it. If not, it is what it is. Alright, next one I'm going to put in, I've been saying this boy, Centaur, in here. Because, this boy was getting pretty big in here, you know. You got to buffs melee allies, a random melee ally by 15% of this card's max strength the first 3 times it attacks. And can be booked up to no limit. Has a 40% buff for the hero, and can book a 75% buff for the hero. You have a piercing ability, so this card can not only be really big, but it can also just bomb through shields. That card is pretty nuts. All right. Honorable mentions are all the Fungus Folk here. We have the common one and all 4 uncommons here. If I was to build a Fungus Folk deck, I probably would just stick to these 3. Like I've said previously, stack the poisons on top of the bombs. It's gonna be a long night. I don't think they're gonna sleep well. And the last card I want to mention here is Spider Queen, because I can't pronounce the first word. Reason is because her whole kit works within itself, and it works within the faction, which is ridiculous. So it has a poison ability, right? Then this ability has debuffs all ignited, frozen, poisoned, or shocked enemies by 20% of the card's max strength every turn, or can be 40%. So if you're constantly shocking, freezing, poisoning, igniting your opponent's cards by getting the status of, you're talking about fighting an uphill battle. That's an uphill doggone battle, right? and then it has a buffs all other allies with stealth effects by 30% of this card's magic strength. And like I said, it works within the faction, so all 4 spiders here have a stealth ability. Okay, really strong ability to have. And just look at the stealth ability. Can't be targeted by direct attacks unless every ally unit has stealth. So the whole shebang gotta have stealth. If they don't, well, you just ain't targeting them. So making a spider deck would be pretty interesting, but those are the cards I would say are the top cards within the faction. Comment down below what you think is a top card in this faction. Like and subscribe. Holla back at your boy. Peace.